Tuesday, September 23rd, 2008, and here in the Emerald Isle, we still continue to face bittersweet turmoil.
Good morning and welcome to Coffee Break. In spite of all the turmoil, Montserrat is still home and still nice.
Sola, you're so right with that one. Montserrat is still home and it's still nice, no matter what you hear me say about its dysfunctional inhabitants.
By now, you should have expected that response from the seafood. Okay, now answer first.
You can pick me to be the sharp-tongued ogre all you want to, okay? You know I believe in brute honesty, no matter how harsh. And believe me, Montserrat needs a daily dose of harsh truth to keep them in line. Believe me.
You have a point there. I hear that Montserrat boasted about their nature hikes, trails and botanical gardens. You would never guess the latest.
Guess the latest? I didn't realize there was something to guess about this.
You better believe it. I hear that some people went on a guided hike, and were asking about the names of the trees and the plants along the trail. Would you believe it? If I told you that the tour guide could not name any of the trees or plant life on the trail?
What? Absolutely not. I refuse to believe that. Refuse. I mean, that bit of hearsay is just a bit too embarrassing, even for Montserrat. Oh my God. I don't have to say what should be done to solve this, right? I mean, wouldn't that just blow your minds?
Well, prepare to be mentally blown away, because the situation is still waiting for a solution. No matter how obvious it may appear to you.
You're trying to tell me with all the master's and bachelor's degrees floating around here in the government of Montserrat, nobody thought it would be nice if tour guides knew information beforehand that a tourist might expect him or her to know? Nobody?
They do. The tourist board have a host program where they say they train people on tourist information for Montserrat. But I guess nature trail guides were not included.
Wait a minute. What about the Center Hills project? You mean to tell me with all the planning, preservation and education that they did not think it important to ensure that the foliage on their protected reservations were properly labeled?
Maybe they didn't want to damage any foliage by attaching signs to them.
I would say that you're being harsh, Sola. But you may have a point. Because when it comes to signs, Montserrat tends to get a bit out of control.
Out of control is science? Why you say that?
You haven't noticed what happened with the last road sign project that they did?
What? They put up signs that were not there before? Well, this is a good thing, right?
Yeah, if you put them where they're supposed to go. You understand what I'm saying? Because the people from the north say that the signs them are not properly placed. Okay? The signs make you think you're in Davy Hill when you're in Braids. Why they didn't go and get somebody who lived in the north of Montserrat to put these signs down, I have no idea. Once again, the logic escaped who it was supposed to land on. Okay? At least that way, we would have the signs in the right location. Now each sign is at least 2 kilometers from the place where it's supposed to be. So if you're in Davy Hill, once again you're in Braids, shoot, you might want to go Salem and find yourself in Lookout. You understand what I'm saying? So in some cases, this distance could be even more than 2 kilometers. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Well, I must be really getting used to the nonsense here in Montserrat, because I am not so easily surprised anymore.
So, please, you have a whole lot of surprises in store. No one could ever be prepared for the illogical way of life in Montserrat. Are you crazy?
You may have a point. Let me hold my tongue for the time being.
And let me know if you find this surprising. I heard somebody say that they had a government advertising for a new magistrate.
So what's so surprising about that?
The qualifications that they're asking for is what's surprising. They only want somebody with a bachelor's degree in law and 5 years of experience.
So wait, that's the only experience? They think a magistrate, wait. They think a magistrate will run Montserrat's legal system with only that bit experience?
Obviously. This is my point exactly. When it comes to a magistrate, I'm looking for a brother or sister with a master's degree and maybe at the least 7 years. Even then, I ain't even sure if I want to go as low as 7 years. I want somebody with some experience.
Of course. Well, God will explain why Montserrat have been getting some outlandish sentences.
I'm trying to tell you, like 3 months for scratching somebody on the arm that was beating you up in public.
Well, when they say one, you have to say two. They had a foreign magistrate here who did a wonderful and fair job. The powers that be got rid of him and put the current Montserrat magistrate in office. Well, the Montserrat magistrate behaves as if she despises her own people. Well, that is what I heard on the street.
You know, just hearsay. Just hearsay, that's what the talk is. And remember how Marcus Garvey described monstrations? He described monstrations as crabs in a basket. I shall repeat, crabs in a basket.
Think about that. And join us next week for more Montserrat Melanie right here on
Coffee break.